My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire Downfall. We're going to be continuing with the Guardian in Ascension 7, and we're going to be minding ourselves against the possibility of a defect boss on floor 1. We are going to be having a look down here. Okay, wait, hang on, no, but the Silent can get pretty aggressive on floor 1 as well. Oh, yikes. These are not good elites for us. They are so far away, and we can only actually hit 2 on any individual line. 2 and 2 rests is the maximum that I can see. I've got to take that early. I can't avoid any rests right now. Let's upgrade a card in our base deck. I always like upgrading a card in the base deck with this character because they have the extra sockets that they pick up, and you want the sockets before you go to rest sites. And you have so many things to do at rest sites as, well, anyone in this mod effectively. Should I have defended there? No. Defense was worth 7. Attack was worth 5. Yeah, okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Good curl up. Okay, I'll take 1 damage to deal a little bit extra early there. And then we'll collect our kill. Colorless potions whilst clone. I mean... clone's right there. There's also priming beam though, and I did want to do a beam deck. I want a beam meme. Its upgrade doesn't increase the amount it increases beam cards damage by. Mwah, it's so slow. I can't have everything just be the perfect ideal. I hate that I got all the defense on turn 1 and then all the offense on turn 2. Come on, game. Average it out for me a little. Suspension, temporal shield, roll attack. I usually like temporal shield, but I have no guarantee that I'm going to put cards in stasis at all for this deck. Okay. Heal 15 HP whenever you go to a shop is really good in this mod. Let's break that ruby. Get an extra socket in the Twin Slam here, I think, as well. We've seen no gems so far. I really would have taken pretty much any I had seen. Add a socket to any socketed card. I wish I could do all of these. I have no card that I want to add a socket to. I'm going to take the relic and the pain. Fossilized Helix, prevent the first time you lose HP each combat. That's going to be great as soon as I can remove the pain from the deck. That's going to be perfect right after I do that. I would have been able to Primal Beam before waking the enemy up had I not gotten an extra point of strength. I made sure to open with the attacks here, yeah, because I worried that if we got to this turn, I wouldn't be able to play anything because of the pain. Because I want the giant block, obviously, to go against that hit. I'm going to go for the strike there as well instead of the extra defend, because I think we need the damage. That's my bad. Transforming into that on that turn. Not really what we wanted to do, I don't think. Might be able to get the kill next turn if we're decently lucky. Nice. Letter Opener. Every time you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. I love that pickup right there. Suspension, Guardian Quirl, and Reroute. Also those. I'm being too picky. I'm being way too picky now, and I'm probably gonna die as a result of it. Why do I have to do this to myself? Again, I also have the pain in the opening hand, and it's counteracting the Fossilized Helix that I would like the effect of, so I can't do anything about that. Because I'd prefer the buffer protect us against that amount of damage. I'm happy to save myself against that with the explosive potion. Shining mask. Ooh, that's good. We can remove the pain guaranteed at this shop now. Another priming beam. 2 priming beams. We only just need other beam cards in this deck, ideally, at this point, hopefully. Please actually give me some beam cards, though. I also need cards that do the beams, though, as well, though. And that would be helpful. Thank you, game! Ideally, I set everyone 1 attack from kill right here. Yeah. Defend kills the backliner, and then the frontliner is within range for a single upgraded strike. Actually, I can pass the turn. I don't even need to let the pain damage go through there. It's another prime. Stop. Stop. Stop, Ryan. Stop it. Stop. Stop doing the dumb thing you're doing. This has been me at the start of a lot of the recent episodes to myself. Ryan, I can see you. I can see what you're about to do. Don't do it. No, no, Ryan, no, put that back. Okay, 96 damage. We could probably buy a gem and cut a card here, which I'd be interested in. Aquamarine, yeah, very interested in that. We also have Constructs Codex. If you end your turn with no cards in stasis, choose 1 of 3 cards to place in stasis. I would love that. Question card, I would love as well. Bottle Black Hole. Yeah, that's there too. Let's take the Aquamarine and the card removal. Aquamarine is so good, especially because we have the letter opener, so it's an extra skill we get to play on that turn. We're going to socket it in the curl up as well, so. Good example there being made of where it's going to end up. Love taking no damage on this turn. Love not having a pain in this deck to worry about dismantling our fossilized helix for us. It'll let us make so many more confident plays. Garnet. Oh. Now that is good. I have to take it. I don't have a card I want to socket that in yet, but I have to take that. It's super useful for us. Get him, beams. There we go. Multi-beam versus prismatic beam. Multi-beam gives us AoE, which this deck is currently lacking. Prismatic beam gives us even more single target, which this deck kind of currently has a little bit of. However, it does give us sockets. It's not something I would socket the Garnet into, though. This also... This is... yeah, I need the AoE, I think. I'm just gonna take it. Really? All right. Well, that's going to be a surprisingly annoying turn 1, but okay. We prevent 10 damage with the buffer at least. That's not awful. We'll go for an Aquamarine. We just have to make sure we always get the priming beams out. That's it. Hopefully we get into defensive mode halfway through that. Probably shouldn't have attacked there, just use the extra defense. Garnet into priming beam and then a multi. Okay, it looks like we will be able to get out of this fight. Beautiful. A lot of the beam cards do want gems. I would not be entirely saddened to see a gem finder added to this deck. Gem finder also includes things like crystal wards, which are pretty much exactly what we're looking for. Construction form. During your next 2 turns, you can't play attacks. It's going to be really rough for us. Whenever you leave defensive mode, gain 3 momentary strength. That's actually also really good for us because a lot of the beam weapons are multi-hits. So Revenge Protocol is pretty easy to take. We only have 1 thing in the deck that currently enters defensive mode, but we would happily take more. Obviously, Revenge Protocol itself counts, entering defensive mode for us. Take the Gem Finder and move on. Start of combat at a Slay the Spire card to your hand. It costs 0. That is the power that adds random boss cards. Fusion Hammer. We definitely can't take Fusion Hammer. Yeah, we're gonna have too many like beam cards that we really need to upgrade and such. Honestly, between the fossilized helix and the meal ticket, I'm pretty happy taking the coffee dripper here. Let's move onwards. Okay, I already know the path I want to go, but can I go it? Yes, yeah, I can. Okay, this is going to be the elite on this floor. That is to say the emerald elite on this floor because I've made that mistake too many times and I'm trying to learn my lesson. Let's put the ward in the defensive mode. Multi-beam does need an upgrade. It's just, do I put vulnerable in the twin slam? I really don't want to do that. In fact, like I kind of want to get the twin slam out of this deck. Not like desperately. But it's not like I'd be sad if it was suddenly gone, you know what I mean? Use a colorless potion here. Sure, let's secret weapon out a... Yikes. Sure to play 3 skills for the 5 damage AoE. Then hopefully we just get as much damage as possible here. Here we go. You know what? Certainly could have been less. There's Prismatic Beam again. Prismatic Beam removal looks really good. Now I just desperately need gems in the beam as well, so I'll pretty much take any gem here. Yeah, pretty much any gem. And I'll happily socket garnet in it if I have to. Take 7 here. Okay, thank you for the good curl up on the right turn. We've got giant damage. What we're currently lacking in a little bit at the absolute least is defense. There's our multi-beam. Hopefully Armor's Tincture. Let's draw a card. Good to see you. There's a Crystal Ward. I'm gonna risk it. Akabeko. I mean, that could matter if we get the multi-beam on the first turn. That's about it, though. It's fine. It's just another card to remove from the deck. Really? You chose to attack on this turn? It's just rude. Pop out the Armorer's Tincture. I think this is actually also the first time I've actually played the Armorer's Tincture, which is kind of messed up. Come on, AoE card. Well... it kind of works. We got all of them down, and that's why I was asking for an AoE card, is so that I could get all of them down. So this surely counts, right? In a way, at least. That all could have been to the back line, right? And then I could have won. Almost certain of that now. Oops. Yeah, Prismatic Beam at the moment does no damage. That's why I need the gems in. That's why it's so good that I get so many gems right now with the... oh, Shuriken! Every time you play 3 attacks and still going to gain 1 strength. Okay, the gems that we wanted just changed. Garnet! 2 garnets in the same one now become... okay, that Prismatic Beam just got really good. We'll take this garnet. And then... Fragmented Gem actually also isn't really bad here. Okay, so we enhance the... vulnerable... goes into Prismatic Beam twice. What do we put the draw in there? I think we put it in twice. And then the Crystal Ward and Crystal Shiv both go into the Twin Slam. And then we Smith to upgrade the Prismatic Beam, giving an extra slot. Then it gets the draw later on. Bottle Tornado upon pickup, choose a power, start each combo with an opening hand. I actually don't want gem in my opening hand, so I'll take the okay, we're actually getting these keys now. Oh! Akabeko! Get him! Oh my god, that's another Aquamarine. Aquamarines are always pretty much going to be valuable for us right now, right? Let's get the point of Dex, definitely. Then we'll get the draw card in Prismatic Beam. I think Gem Finder is on its way out. We don't have that many more gems we need to find her. Just get a point of strength on the first turn there. Throw out a big old multi-beam. 40 damage, single target. Shame the multi-beam had to be on that turn, but all works out in the end. And we've got the vulnerability on the enemy as well as the Pendim setup. Giant priming beam there. All right. Easy kill. Should be able to... no, we're not going to be able to... wait, hang on. Will we be able to cut the Wraith? We're cutting up to the right after this, right? Matroshka, the next 2 non-bust chests you open contain 2 relics, as well as another future gem there. Innate. At the end of your turn, place up to 1 card in your hand into stasis. I don't know if I really want future plans in this deck. I think it's just an extra thing I don't need. Aquamarine. I'm looking for another Prismatic Beam card. I need to stop taking things, though, now. I've taken a lot of things in that Speculative Hope, and it's fine to take that many things in Speculative Hope, but I've got to give it a chance to pay out before I keep doubling down. Yeah, for that same reason, I'm not even going to bother playing Gem Finder here. Okay. Polishing oil? No, don't need any of those. Like, maybe Amethyst, but I can't take it. Remove a card, gain a random gem is probably the only one that I care about right now. Yeah, we just got to garnet. Cool. Third of your souls. You'll steal another 15 here. So we will be able to still remove. Good. We'll definitely be able to remove if we kill you. Which, I mean, I don't want to get my hopes up, but it's looking kind of increasingly likely right now. I mean, we've got a Prismatic Beam burst for the vulnerability. This is why I don't like the order of the vulnerabilities being on that, but had to be the case here. Twin Slams in the next hand? All right, we got our kill. There's our money back. We have the ability to refund here. Polybeam. Polybeam's a good single target damage source. Definitely happy to have that. Cut the Writhe. Whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combo with 2 extra energy, a bunch of extra potions. Whenever you use a potion, heal for 5 HP. I don't think I need any of those. In fact, I think at this point, I need to continue going forwards with my money. Keep the money that I have. There's another pre-upgraded multi-beam. How did we get that garnet? I didn't draft that, did I? Oh, right, no, we removed a strike and then it gave us the garnet. Okay, that makes sense. I was wondering why we had the balance as we do. I'm gonna take recover here. And that is for putting the multi-beam that we already have into stasis if it needs to be. Okay, I'm gonna start out with a multi-beam here because it kills all the enemies and then we get to leave. Bauble beam! Perform the following 2 times. Add 2 shivs to your hand and 2 wards to your hand. Yes, Bauble Beam. And then we upgrade it and Bauble Beam does it 3 times. It's so Bauble Beam. I don't know if I've ever seen anything more Bauble Beam than that. Good first turn. I mean, from the enemy. I mean, they got up to 5 strength. Jeez. I shouldn't make fun of them. They're about to turn around and give us the business, and I would be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Oh, ow. Yeah, that's some business right there. Oh. Why are they out here with all their commerce? That actually got almost scary near the very end. Stasis field blocks. Place this card into stasis. Socket. The socket would be the vulnerability gem. This is the last thing that we take with this deck, I think. Remove 2 cards from the deck. Almost certainly our pick here. Just get the strikes out. Get them out. Get them out of here. So you definitely break the Sapphire. We enhance the Crystal Ward and Crystal Shiv into the Bauble Beam. Then we upgrade the Stasis Field to get the Socket. And then next time we enhance the Stasis Field and then we upgrade the Bauble Beam. God, I wish I could play the recover after the multi-beam here. Same turn. Can I get kunai, please? Can I also have kunai in this deck that is already just, oh. Just feels like the cherry atop would be a kunai maybe game. I'm just gonna leave that in your hands. I'm gonna subtly tell you that information and wander away. Oh, Bauble Beam must have upgraded mid-battle here, yeah, with the thing. The thing that we have that does that. Molded Egg. Whenever you add attack onto your deck and this is upgraded, great. It's, no, none of those, sorry. No, I don't need more of those, thank you. And the longer I stay here, the more likely I am to just take one, so no, I've got to keep saying no until I move away. So now I am safe. Okay, good. Stasis Field is now defending us and making everyone vulnerable, and then the Bauble Beam is now giving us a bunch of wards and a bunch of things at the same time. It's great. So good. Okay. So our path from here on out is almost certainly cut in for this, then back down this way, and then leave this. So let's just go for a relic. Gimme. White Beast statue. Potions always appear in combat rewards, and there's also the Art of War. I forgot that I had the Matryoshka there, so I'm very glad that I went for that. Ooh. Give him that giant prismatic beam on the turn one. I mean, look, in terms of things that would be good here as well, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention calipers. They would indeed be good in this situation. Oh, I feel like it's an eternal truth for this character. Pantograph? Ancient attack isn't awful here either. It's just a point of strength as well as another attack that I might not want. It's on average going to be worse than the other attacks in my deck because they're all beams and we're working on a keys beam strat. Right, just stop throwing for like 10 seconds. And then you'll have the ability to appreciate the run you're actually having. Love a good kill everyone on turn 1 or 2 deck. Don't need any of that to contribute towards this. Distilled Chaos is actually pretty good for us, though. It's a very good push for lethal. Toxic Egg and Juzu Bracelet. Normal enemy encounters are no longer encountered in question mark rooms, as well as whenever you add a skill tiard to your deck. Please upgrade it. The deck is also mostly already upgraded by this point. I'm amazed. Upgrade all cards, lose all 3 Heart Blessings. We already have most of our cards upgraded. In fact, since we upgrade a card every single turn, sometimes we go through our deck and everything just is already upgraded without us having known. I'm gonna Stasis Field the enemy here. God, I really wish I could Bauble Beam, but it's multi-beam, the multi-hit. Is it? With vulnerability, it's like 80 damage. 84. It's too good. That's not me saying it's too good as in a balancing consideration. It's saying it's too good to not do. Okay. Let's back the multi-beam. I love that it's not an Ascension 20 Guardian, so I can actually get away with attacking it a couple times like that. It's going to be just short of 40, and then this goes all under the next formation of armor, so we get the kill. We also end up with the pen nib for the next fight. Compile package is so powerful. How do you turn it down? It's pre-upgraded as well. It's so versatile. We're gonna drop the gambler spot for the speed potion there because the compile driver often gives us artifacts, so we might have just gotten a bunch of extra decks for a final fight. I mean, we got real close to that kill on turn 1. I had to continue working back up to the pen nib though. Dew potion, happily take that. Bauble Braves pre-upgraded. I have enough fights. And I got to rest at the start of the next floor. Manipulate time. What's that do for us? Nothing? That does nothing. I mean, it does the stasis thing at least. Chrono boost obviously is a huge amount of strength when I am every ball beam generating a billion cards. Okay. Kind of hoping I was going to find the AoE one here. Bitch. Alright, let's go. I left myself significantly higher on Dryer of Defense than I thought I was going to be there. Whoops. My bad. My brain was like, I've got this turn. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. And then just completely screwed it up. Okay, we got the gem. Ooh, speed pot. It's another ward or another shiv. The shiv's off more for the shuriken. I like it. Pass over those. This is an event. Ooh, rare relic. Yes. Yes, we're just eking so much value out of this last floor. Okay, so we'll take no damage on this turn thanks to the buffer. And then we get to set ourselves up to kill on the next turn, right? Hopefully I get to kill in 2 cards time here. Gem, Twin Slam, and then a Priming Beam. So we set ourselves up for the Pen Nib. We also got the gem out there. Hang on, did we not get that? Did I not? Did I not just play Gem Finder? Oh, wait, this isn't considered a combat. This is considered an event, so the Gem Finder didn't trigger? What? Okay. Crystal Beam. Deal damage increased by 2 for each gem in each of your socketed cards. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18 extra damage on the Crystal Beam. So it goes to 28, and it gets affected by any increase in Crystal Beam's damage. It's still significantly worse than any of our multi-hitters, to be honest. And spot weakness doesn't do much in the final fight because the enemies keep refreshing. There's always a new enemy to fight. This is the last combat where I really get an ability to actually get another gem for the bauble beam upgrade. Or the upgraded bauble beam, rather. So I really need to keep an eye out for that. Ooh, compound package at the very bottom of all this. Sure, I'll play the spheres literally just to get guaranteed damage every turn from the floating orbs. Again, hopefully we go just 3 attacks this turn. Actually, we don't even need to do 3 attacks this turn. Because we have the buffer still, so we could have just buffered that final hit. I mean, Crystal Shiv again. Do I really... Like, so then Bauble Beam just becomes gain a bunch of points of strength. The second Bauble Beam. The problem with the second Bauble Beam is if I kill a unit, specifically if I kill Meow, and then Meow is going to be summoning a hero, I have to shuffle a lot of Shivs back into my deck. But don't I just have the Unceasing Top? I do have the Unceasing Top. Take the Frag Gem. I'm actually going to drop the Duplication Potion for the Ancient Potion there. I don't need any of these. So in the final fight, we're just going to have 10 extra points of dex just on turn 1. That's going to be good enough for us, I feel. Ooh. The Chrono Boost Frag Gem attack. Now this generates 6 cards in hand, so I need space. There we go, we got some space. Love the Packard Sentry here. Can actually start weakening. And also start using our stasis slots actually as well. We managed to take no damage this turn, but we are vulnerable. Let's recover back a multi-beam quickly so we can continue scaling that. I love when I just get to play out their cards because I need the space more than because there's a problem. Very, very comfy kill there. We should be comfy against Meow. Also, we're going against Meow. That's a thing. We're actually doing it. And it's a beam deck. Finally answering the comments rather that have wanted both of these things. Whoops. Thought I didn't need to block it all that turn. My bad. Really like just getting the ball beam back as many times as I can, so pop that up there. Go with the Spiker Protocol here first. We can get as much defenses as possible. We'll probably take some damage this turn, yeah. Ouch, good bomb. Although now we finally have Chrono Boost out on the field, so I'm feeling a lot better. Chrono Boost is also going to be our upgrade as well. Just in case you were wondering. Okay. We're not great at super short fights against enemies with giant HP, but we're good. We're good against most. Tick. No. No. Don't have the place for that. Automatically play a card from your deck. It's also draw 2 extra cards in the opening hand. I definitely want both of those. So cut a defend. Sentry Beam's actually not a bad idea. Just gives us an extra beam attack every turn for free. As long as I don't have my stasis slots already filled, this is just upside. Take it on that, and then bounce. So the enhancement is both of these shivs go into the bauble beam. So we get 6 shivs whenever we play that now, and then we upgrade Chrono Boost, so it's every 9th card that we play we get the extra strength. Okay. I don't believe I have any self buffs or debuffs in this deck. Just making it increasingly vulnerable. Okay. Then we double Dex Pot and then Artifact after that, keeping all 10 of the decks. Okay. Get rid of the Bewildered and then just play Ball Beam, I think. It's too good to not do. My problem is when Haunted turns up, because that could be pretty tragic. It's in the same hand as Chrono Boost and Prismatic Beam and Multi-Beam. Is there any way I can give myself extra energy for next turn? Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna pop the Icky and then a Slimed as well. I mean, that's not an awful hand. I can play all of them. Okay, as long as we don't get too many more Haunteds in the deck, that's actually pretty reasonable. Stasis Field certainly to open up before moving right into the Bauble Beams. These are also good just because they increment the pen nib. Yeah. So I can swap between using shivs and then a giant attack as well, if I would prefer at some point. And there are often points where I would prefer, such as this one. $14 points of strength as well as 3 extra damage dealt with beams. You can see, like, even though this deck has so many priming beams, strength is far better for scaling beams than increased beam damage. That is the thing that I find so weird about this, specifically priming beam being increased damage dealt by beam cards by 1 this combat, because this character has no difficulty getting strength, and this is just strength but only for some cards. Come on, I could have had calipers. All right, I gotta remember also, I do have the unstable top, so it's possible drawing the top card of the deck might end up making me sad at some point. Sentry Wave, priming beam before the bauble beam just comes in clutch. Defend for all of our health, bauble beam. Gotta keep him vulnerable. 2 attacks before we do it. Okay. And... sure. I was really hoping that would get lethal. We lost one of our best cards there as a result of attempting to do that, but I'm pretty pleased with that still. We're gonna lose... no, we're not gonna lose multi-beam because you can cast that even without a specific target on the field. We can put 0 costs back into our deck without being too sad about it, as long as we can get past these Dark Whispers, rather, eventually. And so we managed to 33 strength. Oh my god. Well, let's wrap it up with the weapon that does the most in both of our themes of strength gain and beam damage gain here. Go get him, Polybeam. Well done, Polybeam. You saw the length of this episode and you were like, oh, he doesn't go to Meow again. I know it. I knew that's exactly what you thought. Now, you might not have sounded so negative about it. Maybe it was kind of more of a fleeting thought of like, I'd like to see a Meow fight. It's been a while. But you definitely didn't think Meow was going to be at the end of this. And then it was. This is why I try and make like my titles not particularly spoilery, but a little bit kind of like pushing in the direction of what's happened. Like if you sat down and looked at the title for a while and thought about it as much as possible, you might get a little bit of information about the episode, but I try and leave it kind of up in the air a little bit when possible. Not all of the time, of course. Sometimes something cool happens and you're just like, come on, 52 strength this run. Like, oh, it's so cool. But I like to try and leave them up in the air to keep people guessing so that there are moments like this of, no, didn't expect that to go as well as it did ya? Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Sorry about this weirdly antagonistic relationship I've set up between us at the very end. I apologize there. This has been Slay the Spire Downfall. There's a playlist in the description down below with all of my content of the game, past, present, and future, as well as you can find the links to get the Steam, or rather, to the Steam Workshop page where you can get the game for yourself. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.